So I want to talk about a movie that I watched for the second time called The Miseducation of Cameron Post, directed by Desiree Akavan. And the film stars Chloe Grace Moretz, John Gallagher Jr., Sasha Lane, and a smattering of other pretty good people, actually. So the film starts with Chloe Grace Moretz. She is lesbian, and she gets caught in her boyfriend's car with the prom queen, and a whole series of events transpires because of that. She has to go to a gay conversion camp. Essentially, it came out before Boy Erased with Lucas Hedges came out, which I enjoyed that movie too. They dealt with the same concepts about praying away the gay, and I hear music. Anyway, so you have these two films that go into the same territory, just the protagonists are different sex. So there's going to be some different elements in the films, I would say. So in this film, there is a lot of finding yourself, and there's a lot of asking yourself what is morally right and morally wrong. This is the message that I got from the film. Now, I know people that are homosexual. I'm fine with that. I'm straight as a sword as this straw. Woo. I felt that the film had a little bit to say regarding what you're born as and, who you choose to get along with and your morals, like I said, and also how we as a community have to accept other people from different backgrounds and different home lives and different parents especially. I know some parents aren't very keen on the fact of raising a son or a daughter that's homosexual because it just goes against that family's norm and society. I thought that the performances were very good, especially Chloe Grace Moretz. She's been in a few movies that don't really impress me, like she was in the first Kick-Ass from 2008. She was in Kick-Ass 2 from 2010. Yeah. Greta, she was in that was her latest movie. It came out earlier this year. I forgot who directed it, but I know it was a sort of thriller, kind of like Simple Favor. I didn't like Simple Favor. I tried to watch some of it. Anna Kendrick, I just don't care for her. So this is just a gay drama romance, essentially. Now, the only other reason that I watched this movie is because Sasha Lane is in it, and I'll go into more detail in a different video for a different movie that I'm really excited to review. She plays Jane? I think she plays a character named Jane, and her other friend that got into the camp after she did. And Chloe Grace Moretz, they make friends and everything goes well until one of the staff members of the facility decides to take it upon herself to be very strict with the rules and cause a student to hurt himself because of the effects of the training and what these young adults have to go through. Well, high schoolers, but we all know they're adults. I think that the film was very... For one thing, it didn't make too much budget-wise. Well, its budget was $900,000. It made $1.4 million at the box office, so that's not... I mean, $1 million is fine. If your budget was a little smaller, then that'd be way more financially successful, I feel like, because I've seen a lot of smaller independent movies with even smaller budgets. I mean, like Clerks or Blair Witch Project, and they make back, quite a bit of money. The director hasn't made... This is the only film I'm probably going to watch because her other films, they delve into sexual territory, but it just doesn't look interesting to me. I mean, I have to give it a chance. I can't be very biased, but I'd recommend this film. I believe it came out this year. No, it came out last year, apparently. Yeah, theatrically. Last August it came out, so this movie's a year old. I think it ages pretty well. It doesn't have any stupid references to pop culture, except one, but it's about a movie. I also think that I would say watch both Boy Erased and watch The Miseducation of Cameron Post. That was a car horn. Because I think there's two different messages in those movies, but ultimately it is the same. So if you're curious, about people's sexuality and the challenges they go through, because they definitely face some harsh bullying and they definitely go through a personal journey. I know in this movie they relate to it as an iceberg, where you tell your story. Well, really, you tell your sins, because I believe it's a Christian therapy, that conversion camp that she goes to. Her parents make her go to it. There's one girl, I don't know what her name was, but she was pretty good. She played... I have to look. I have to cheat. Hang on. Let's see. She plays... Emily Skeggs. That's who. She plays Erin. And she's 30. Wow. Okay, she plays a pretty convincing high schooler. Well, young adult. What else has she been in? Oh, Mile 22. I don't like Mark Wahlberg very well, but it's okay. It's all right. I thought she was a pretty good performer in the movie. Forrest Goodluck played Adam. Anyway, so I believe the movie is a very powerful movie. That and Boy Erased. But to which is my preferred movie, I couldn't really tell you because I don't know yet. So I'd recommend this movie, definitely. It's about an hour and a half, so if you don't like it, then you're not going to waste too much time just watching it. I definitely feel like if you are homophobic, you might not like this movie, but if you're wondering to just see what happens with these characters in these two different movies, well, in this movie, I'll get into Boy Erased at a different time, I would definitely just watch it and see what you feel. Because I know Love, Simon came out last year. I did not like it. I felt it was too predictable, and, I hear of people. Anyway, so if you liked this movie, if you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, if you want to see it, maybe put a comment and just say what you liked about it. I know what I liked.